All right, welcome back to Blackacre Ranch, guys. So as you know, we've been talking about the health of our animals. We've been doing poo samples. We've been doing all sorts of stuff. It's always a concern to make sure that your animals are really, really good and their health is optimal for breeding, for just growth, everything. Anyway, we've tried some things over the years to improve and to do different stuff. And I'll tell you, the first couple times we tried, we kind of crashed and burned. The second one we've got going on to try and help our animals probably isn't doing as much as I want it to do, so we're on attempt number 3. And partly it's because we have buffalo. So stick with us and find out what's going on.
Hi, Achmed. Hi, Mary. You guys hungry? You like grass? Oh. Oh, Mary got there first. Achmed's like, what about me, dude? Yeah, you're coming up to me, huh, boy? Yeah, I don't have any grass. There you go.
So what we're talking about today is minerals, okay? Now, there's different kinds of minerals. We did a video actually before about minerals and kind of what kind of options there are. Minerals have a bunch of different little minerals, okay, that animals need to kind of thrive and so forth. And so when we have all these animals in these pens, they're consolidated to areas geographically, and they may not be able to get all the nutrients and minerals that they need in that confined area. So whereas these guys used to roam the plains, now they're kind of confined. We need to make sure that they have the ability to get some minerals. So to do that, we mix a lot of salt and put in some trace elements and so forth. Now, bison have a little bit different needs than some of the other animals, and so there's a company that we use, it's Redmond. If you follow most channels that talk about animals, a lot of people use Redmond salt. Anyway, there's various different types. So you can get blocks where they just lick it, or you can give free choice granular kind of stuff. And we've been using the granular partly because they didn't have the blocks. So we're using granular, and so we've done a couple of attempts with this and we've kind of failed, definitely before.
And there it all goes.
So this is an example of what the Redmond salts look like. It's salt with all those other trace minerals in it. So depending on your kind of animal, they may have different requirements and so forth. Ours was a Bison 90 mineral mix. Like I said, different animals have different mixes, so just check to kind of see what your animal might need and also see maybe what you're lacking in the area. Maybe your area is just super deficient in something. So you just got to check that out. But anyway, the trick is, how do you get the animals to eat it? You got to be able to put it out there in a container that allows them to have free choice. They'll take it as needed. There's locations you should put it, not put it, things like that, okay? And there's different theories. I don't want to get into all that, but we've crashed and burned once, struggled twice, and so now we're on our 3rd shot. So this first time that we did it, we thought, hey, let's be frugal, let's be efficient, and we did a video on this, and I'll kind of put it at the end of here, and I'll show you some clips. But we decided to take a 24-inch tractor tire from a semi-truck, and we put a 50-gallon blue barrel inside of it, and we thought, well, if we bolt it in there, the tire adds some counterbalance. We cut a hole in the front of it so that way the animals could get their heads into it. It's big, and ideally with a tire it would be more stable and they wouldn't have any problem with it. The other advantage is it protects it from the weather, okay? So when the rain comes, it gets in there and it just kind of washes a lot away. So anyway, you just want it protected, especially in a granular form. In a block, I'm not so worried about it. So our first attempt failed, and we did a video, and it's amazing how bad it failed. So go ahead and watch this and you can see what happened to it. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it in here as a toy. And every once in a while I might try and pull it out if they stuck it somewhere. Achmed, you big stud. Somehow I created a toy and I don't even know it. Somehow, guys, I think I'm gonna need a new mineral feeder. Can't fathom the reason why. There you go, Bartok. I knew you'd get in on it. Don't just say it's your brother and that's all. No, you're in on it too. Bartok and Achmed are definitely the culprits, and as you can see, they've had some seriously fun time moving this thing around. I wish, though, they wouldn't push it up against the fence. Not up against the fence again. So obviously we've never actually found that mineral feeder. It's gone, it's lost. But I think the funniest part about that whole thing is the fact that the two bulls, Achmed and Bartok, they're like puppy dogs, man. It's a hilarious video. I've always loved that clip, him baiting Bartok. So anyway, that was the first shot, and like I said, we still never found it. So we went to round 2. This is kind of what we've been told. The problem with that one is they were able to get their horns on it. It wasn't heavy enough, and they just start treating it like a toy, okay? So they just throw it around. So we got something like this, a feed trough, which is heavy enough that they don't bother it.
What's going on? Weird.
I think Bartok is feeling better. So Bartok, believe it or not, is a feistier animal. As you can tell from the video, right? He's more of a kind of wired, a little wired and strung. Achmed is more playful and just jovial kind of a feel. So last year, during the fall and in summer, Bartok got hit with some worms pretty bad and kind of took a nosedive, and so Achmed was kind of ruling the roost, but Bartok, now that it's springtime, he's putting his weight back on, he's feeling better. Hey, Mary. And obviously he's trying to assert dominance from a position of safety and security. All right, anyway, inside joke. So, the second thing we tried was a trough. They don't get their horns under it, they don't throw it. So we put the stuff in here, and it sits here, okay? But we lost the advantage of all the shelter, okay? And so whenever the rain comes, it just kind of washes it out these holes at the bottom, and they just get all icky. I can get out of the trough now that they're gone. But it just washes it away, and so we've been really bad with this, okay? I know you gotta kind of like time when the rain's gonna come and kind of put it out there and make sure there's always some there, but I just feel like we're losing a lot, and so I don't like that. And I don't think I've been very good at making sure we've got the mineral when we need it and how much we need. So I had to come up with option 3. And this is great and all, but I don't think it's doing it. So what do we get? We got one of these bad boys. Now this is a mineral bucket tub thing. I don't know, whatever. It's for granular. So come in close. We've got 3 compartments. 1, 2, and 3. Ah, nice spider. So you can put all sorts of different things in here. You can put salt, you can put garlic, you can put alfalfa, you can put different things, okay? But there's 3 different compartments. So the benefit of these guys are that there's no spot where they can get their horn on. They're pretty wide. They're probably 2 to 3 feet, probably 3 feet wide or so. And they have a cover. And this cover flaps over the top so the rain doesn't get in, but the animal just has to lift up and they can get access to it. So this to me seems like the optimal thing for buffalo, but I would have told you that after the first one, maybe the second one. And if you ask yourself, well, geez, Jeff, why don't you just go put a shelter over that? Well, you can. So people would put a big old shelter over these guys, and I thought about doing that, but then I look at lumber prices, roofing material, attaching it, and everything else, and then I thought to myself, I rotate, and it's gonna be through 7 pastures. I'm gonna have to do that 7 times, and I need 7 troughs and everything. Whereas this guy, I can just pick up and move it. I can put it on the forks, move it over, put it in a spot, and it's a lot easier to be portable. I can put this on a pallet or anything else, so even a tire. So anyway, this to me seems like a better shot, better choice for us. I think we can leave more of the mineral out and not be so scared about the rain. So this is what we're using, the big blueberry here. And really there's nothing to it. You just gotta fill it up and put it somewhere. Kind of a little apprehensive now.
That flip.
All right, let's kind of clean this out of all this debris. This is obviously sitting on the showroom floor for a while.
A high demand item.
Well, you know what? This wasn't exactly expensive compared to what I thought it could have been. One of these was cheaper than one of those troughs. So let's see what happens. If you're smart, you place this and then you fill it up. So I'm actually just gonna put it right over here at the top of this guy because I want to remove the trough here and use it elsewhere for other things, possibly with the babies or something like that. All right, now. Nothing crazy. All right, dog, get the other side, please.
Oh, we don't need this. We will. Just not yet.
All right. Now, I'm not one who likes to waste anything, so I think Mari's got the shovel. She's gonna go in this guy and shovel out all this stuff if she can, loosen it up, and fill up some of that stuff over here before we grab the bags and get everything going.
Too much.
You just need. All right, now let's put in some of the other stuff we got. Doo-doo-doo.
Oh, wow.
So we got all this stuff a year ago, and I swear we've only gone through 5 bags. I don't know. We got a bunch, split the order, and I don't know how many bags, maybe 20 bags, but that we got. We might still have 10 to 15 left. Which is why I don't know that I've been doing a very good job.
It's a lot more than that. Not more than any.
Okay. What it is. We're good. We've got it in. Now, like I said, you can put different things, kelp, whatever else in here. I don't have any of that stuff right now. So I just put all 3 of them in it. You can always take some out, move it, add in, mix, and everything else. But this allows us 3 compartments, whereas before, you really only had 1 option, all right? So now we at least have 3, it's covered, and hopefully their horns won't get into it. So my hope is, last time we had that first guy that I thought was a beautiful blue cherry, blueberry, whatever, I thought that was great. And they didn't seem to mind it. A couple others been into it. I want to back off a little bit and see if any of these guys will come up and figure it out. So let's see. All right, here comes Achmed. I think he's gonna go see it. Oh, the tail goes up. You're not trying to get under it, are you, huh? Come on. Easy. You're not gonna get it. Well, I hope not. Hey, Stacy. All right, here's B9. She's checking it out. Stacy, we took all of the stuff out because it's over there. Go find it. So as you can tell, they wanted to flip it, play with it, and do everything else and mangle it. They even stepped on it at one point. I'm not sure that he's done. In fact, I don't think he's done. He was the culprit last time, him and Bartok, but I hope that the plastic up top, the little rubber piece stays and it works, and that the pin that's there actually holds. I'm afraid they're gonna like rip it, bend it, flex it, and crack it, and everything else, but I think in time that they'll get to know what it is, and then hopefully they leave it alone. Well, they moved it and played with it, and that's about what we got left. But it survived. Like I said, Bartok was more dominant, yet being smaller by, what was it, 150, 200 pounds? So as he gets bigger and bigger and puts his weight back on, I'm sure he's going to challenge Achmed a little bit more. But they're brothers. They've usually been pretty chill. I've never seen them like super fight at all. They've played and they'll spar a little bit, but I don't know, now that Achmed's tasted of the goods, maybe he might care a little bit more this time. Anyway, so that's a wrap, guys. We got the mineral feeder. Last time it took them 2 or 3 days to figure out that it was a toy and throw it all over the place. So this is going to be kind of up in the air as a success story. Maybe it's good, maybe it's not. So we'll have to check back in with you and let you know how it's going. But otherwise, just to let you know, the grass over in that holding pen, super low. They did a good number on that. It's only been 2-3 days. I don't know, whatever it's been. So anyway, remember to like and subscribe. Keep with us, guys. We'll catch you next time at Blackacre Ranch. Bye.